And if you were in my Social Media 101 class at Declare, I told you that I put this presentation online, and I cannot figure out how to do it where it still has hyperlinks in it for you to get to all the links. So I am manually putting the links on this page, but I thought I'd walk you through this since we didn't get to do all of it. And I'll do it in a couple parts so I don't bore you out of your mind. Again, I'm Amanda from oamanda.com, and I've been blogging since 2005, and I genuinely love social media. I like Twitter. I'm not as much of a fan of Facebook. I love Pinterest, Instagram. Those are my favorites and what we'll be going over today. Just a quick quote from Michael Hyatt. He says that a good social media strategy has three components. One, your home base, which is your blog, where you want all your creativity, all the best parts of you and your message to go. Two are your embassies, which are your social media profiles like Pinterest, like Twitter, like Facebook. That's not where you want your community to be. You just want to find them there and then bring them back to your home base, to your blog. You're just representing the awesomeness of your blog on other social media sites. Three is outposts, and that's where you are just listening to social media. You might be following hashtags somewhere on Twitter or something, or you might be looking on Pinterest to see what's popular, or you might be listening to podcasts by people like Michael Hyatt or other people who are talking about social media, just listening to see what's going on and how that affects your community and your blog. So I love that thought. We don't want to put all of our attention on social media and forget our home base, but we definitely need those embassies to help grow our blog. Here's top 10 almost biblical rules for social media. The first one is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you want a retweet or a repin or a share, or you want someone to say, oh my goodness, I think she's so awesome, you need to do the same. You need to be generous with your platform, with your influence, and other people should recognize you as a generous voice. Two, thou shalt not be super selfish. I know I have a blog title that's very narcissistic, Oh Amanda, but still I want to try to make it not be all about me, and I want to highlight other people, I want to highlight other organizations and the good things that are going on the internet, not just focusing on myself. Three is do not whineth. I know that it's easy to whine on the internet because it's very anonymous, but it kind of goes back to being generous. You also want to be positive. You don't want to have a negative voice, and you don't want people, even if you're trying to be self-defacing or trying to be funny, whining is just, it gets you unfollowed. Four is show off. You need to display your social media buttons front and center. Michael Hyatt has his social media buttons, sorry about that, at the very top of his page, so that when someone comes to read a post, you can see, goodness, it has 352 comments. The shares are 225. It's been tweeted 329 times. It's amazing. And so it's positive peer pressure. You're going to want to read the post even before you've read it. You're going to want to share it. So put yours up there. I actually moved mine to the bottom because I felt a little embarrassed when my share said 0, my tweet said 1. But the point is that they're big and that they're somewhere that people can see them. You also look up here and you can see that he's got links just to his profiles at the top of his page. You can find them. They're not hidden somewhere way down on a sidebar. They're not, well, they probably are in his About page, but that's not the only place. You want them close so people can say, hey, I need to know more about Michael Hyatt. I need to keep him on my radar. And you can follow him straight to Twitter. This would go to his Twitter profile, his Facebook profile. So I think that's a great tip. You need to make sure that you have that. And the next one is, you can, if you are on WordPress, you can do a plugin called Share This, and that will have those big icons for your posts. Jetpack, if you have WordPress, is already in there. Sexy Bookmarks is another one. There's many you could find. If you want to put those social media icons on your sidebar, just Google social media icons free, and then you can download them, and you'll have to paste them in a widget or something like that with some HTML. It's very easy. It's not as difficult as it sounds. Linky up. Always link to your platforms, even in your email signature. WiseStamp will do it automatically for you. You can put even an RSS feed to your post. It will show your latest post in your signature, but it will have links to your Twitter, Pinterest, whatever it is that you want down there. Don't flood. That means you need to spread out your updates so every time zone can get to know you. I live in Atlanta, but I have friends in California, and I don't want to only post at 8 o'clock in the morning here because what is that, 4 or 5 in the morning there? I don't want them, no one's going to see it. So I want to spread out my updates, and also I just don't want to stress everyone out. If I'm posting like 20 tweets in a row, people are going to unfollow me and they're not going to want to listen. So you can do that manually on Facebook, or you can do it with something like Hootsuite or Buffer. You can schedule tweets, Facebook updates, Google Plus updates, even pins on things like Reachly, and I'll show you all of those later on. I think it's important to be matchy-matchy. I think your profile pictures, your kind of cover photos, any kind of thing that you get to upload or put on your social media profiles should be similar. It needs to be part of your brand. If you have a logo or if you have colors, but especially your usernames. If you can get your usernames the same, make sure you do that. Next is be organic. You need to make sure that you're following, responding, and interacting naturally. You don't want to be a robot. You don't want to be perceived as someone who's not real. The whole point of social media is to be social. So if someone follows you, you might want to look at them and see if you want to follow them back, but you don't have to. If someone favorites something of yours, you might want to like them back because they are probably similar to you. So don't do it just because you're supposed to follow everyone back, or you need to send an automatic email or an automatic response. You don't have to do it. It needs to be organic and friendly the way you would be naturally. Next is be okay with okay. You cannot do all of social media perfectly, exactly the way you should, and that is okay. Be okay with being okay. You can be everywhere. You don't have to post every second of the day. I love what the blogger at Rocks My Dryer said. She said, you need to fight the invisible hand of the internet. No one is sitting there waiting for me to update. No one is refreshing my Twitter feed, waiting to see, what I ate for breakfast or what I think about what's going on TV today. So it's okay. Just relax. You don't have to do it all. You need to do your best, but be okay with being okay. And lastly, don't get offended. There are haters and they're going to hate, and they are probably just a random person in their PJs too. Don't worry. You can unfollow people, block their IP address. Don't remember those are your embassies, and don't let someone come in to your embassy and be aggressive and be negative force. This is my favorite quote about crazy people on the internet. Oh, you got offended by a post on the internet? You must be new here. So just don't allow those people, and clearly don't be one of those people. All right, I'm going to press pause on this so that can be the end of part 1.